Welcome to a late edition of The Rational American. Hi, how are you guys doing? I decided I had to go late tonight, or I had to go live, even though I said I didn't think I was gonna. I said there was a chance, but I didn't think I was going to until I heard that Governor Kemp has declared a state of emergency ahead of, what's likely planned violence now. And he's called up the Georgia National Guard, activating 1,000 National Guard members just in case things pop off tomorrow night. Now, this isn't just solely because the 5 police officers were arrested and charged with the death of Tyre Nichols. No, it's not just because of that and the fact that they're going to be releasing a video that people are saying is worse than the beating of Rodney King. No, they're not saying that. Well, it's not just because of that. It's also because of this climate protester slash Antifa slash domestic terrorist that shot at a state trooper, and then he was shot and killed by the other troopers that were there, right? A lot of people don't realize what is transpiring. Isn't it nutty? Let's be honest, okay? You got someone that shoots a police officer who then gets shot by the police officers and dies as a result of it. And then people are out here, including our sitting U.S. congressman, they're calling him like a hero, like he's a defender of the earth. They were trying to say it wasn't him, that he didn't shoot. Well, that's weird, because the gun that they found next to him, the ballistics traced back to the bullet that entered the Georgia State Trooper. And you could make an argument, well, maybe someone else's gun, and they, and when they were running away, they threw it towards him, right? Well, but that's weird, because yesterday, the Georgia State Police released the discovery that they found about that said gun. Guess what? The guy who died, the tort guy or whatever his name is, he bought the gun legally in 2019. It was legally registered to him. He bought it brand new, which is the craziest thing. And they're all like people are literally running around being like, oh my God, oh my goodness, they killed a climate protester. Well, here's an idea. Don't travel from a different state to another state with a gun and shoot a cop, and you won't die. Literally, you could do it. Like, there's so many things that he could have not done that would have kept him alive. Like not traveling to protest at, a government tax site where they're building a police training facility. Who cares? And what is the argument about the forest, right? What is the argument anyway? Because it's bad for the earth? Because they're going to tear down all these trees to build this big training facility, which is great because officers need more training. Isn't that what they were literally rioting in the streets about in the very same city just 2 years ago, saying that police officers need more training, but they don't want them to train? It's kind of like a catch-22 there, isn't it? Do police need training or do they not need training? But apparently they don't want them there. And so they've been doing these protests for months, and it's kind of gone under the radar, right? They destroyed and burnt up some construction vehicles a couple of months back. It started making local news just for a second, and then it faded off into obscurity again. And then the police came in and arrested a bunch of people that were there and charged them with domestic terror, state-level charges, but still charged them with domestic terror for terrorizing the community, attacking the construction vehicles that were in there trying to do the construction. And, these groups of however many are hiding in the woods like morons, the amount of people that's in there is certainly not more than, they didn't call up 1,000 National Guard to go clear a forest, let's be honest with you. Maybe they did. Which would be insane. I don't even know how big the forest is. How big is the forest? Diana Hernsberger said cops don't need more training. Yes, they absolutely do. Police officers always need training. Always need training. And for anyone to say police don't need more training, then that's a really, not the most intelligent. See what I did there? I was about to call your statement stupid, but I decided that I'd be politically correct and just say it's not intelligent. See how I roll there? Yeah. That's the soft version of me, which we're probably not going to see for a couple of days. Because I think tomorrow You're going to see the old school version of me. Because I got a feeling that they are going to riot across the country tomorrow. Atlanta, like I said, Georgia has called up 1,000 troops just in case. Washington, D.C., however, has put every single officer on duty that they all have to come in and work. Even if it was your scheduled off day or vacation, every single officer has to come in and work tomorrow or over the weekend, I suppose, in Washington, D.C., because they are also preempting that once this body camera footage out of Memphis, Tennessee comes out, that they're going to have chaos and death and destruction, which is likely going to happen. I know in Portland, they always do it. They're stupid idiots, meth head, crackhead, scumbag, soul-sucking losers from Portland. Not everybody, just the Antifa scumbags. A big middle finger to you, Alyssa Azar, you dumb moron. See, I censored myself there. I had something else to say. I called her a moron instead. She's all crying on social media. Oh, I'm getting charged with all the crimes that I committed. Oh, I'm only making $26,000 a month on OnlyFans. Who the fuck would pay for pictures of her? Ugh. But whatever, people are doing it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But she's crying, and she actually posted something because apparently the Portland Antifa, and I didn't even know about this, apparently Portland Antifa attacked a UPS building the other day because UPS is a big funder of this Cop City, or what they're calling Cop City, which is this police training facility in Atlanta, Georgia. So all these scumbag, soul-sucking, meth head, crackhead, losers from Portland, they went and broke windows of a UPS facility and set fires, or attempted to set fires inside. And Alyssa Azar, the independent journalist that she is, posts the Portland Antifa scumbag, soul-sucking losers, admission of doing it online, whatever they call it, where they take claim and responsibility for it. And it's happened all over the place. There was just an excavator, $120,000, $150,000 piece of machinery that was caught on fire. They set it on fire somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. Someone said it's Floyd Part 2. No, this is different than George Floyd, okay? I don't know. And I suppose we're going to see a horrible video tomorrow. But I don't actually know, because the people that are saying it's a horrible video are Ben Crump. Ben Crump, I don't trust the guy. He could literally say that, nothing he says ever, I don't care how much evidence there is, if Ben Crump is behind something, I just have to assume that they're hiding shit from you. Ben Crump is a liar. And just like I said before, and I will maintain this, Ben Crump says, oh, we go after police, blah, blah, blah. Oh, police that sexually assault people, they need to be held to account. They need to be locked up. We need to get all their money, right? Except his brother, a Tallahassee police officer that pulled over a woman and forced her to perform sexual things on him. And then when she reported it, guess who the attorney, when they arrested Ben Crump's brother the same night that it happened in the Tallahassee police station, guess who the attorney was that came to bail out his brother? Yep, the Honorable Ben Crump. They've done everything they can to hide that. And this guy pled guilty, mind you. He pled guilty to an assault, not a sexual assault. He's not a registered sex offender. But he pled guilty to assault, also promised that he would never work in law enforcement again. They put this poor woman that he assaulted when he was a Tallahassee Police Department, or a police officer, they put this woman through 2 trials. First one was deadlocked, I believe. They put him through 2 trials. It's disgusting. I don't care who you are. It's disgusting. Just like April said in the chat, have you seen that? We launched something that's pretty darn amazing. I'm not even close to being done talking. We got to talk about all this Pfizer stuff because I'm saving it for late night television. So we got to talk about this Pfizer thing. You guys see the new video? We'll talk about that in a minute. But we launched a coffee club, and all you guys that are like, oh, Steve's doing advertising. Yeah, it's a business. I have to make money, and we have people. But look, we started a coffee club today for the coffee side. It's amazing. Exclusive product drops and giveaways for the coffee club members. On-time deliveries to your door at your schedule. Deep discounts. Free shipping for all coffee club members. You can modify, suspend, or update your delivery anytime. We got a monthly plan. We've got a 6-month prepaid plan that has a bit bigger discount. And then we got a yearly prepaid plan that has a huge 22% discount on your orders plus free shipping. who is going to be in that club. And there's going to be all sorts of stuff because all the club members are going to get a special email in the next couple of days where you're going to get to email priority, things. So you could change your order. If there's any email drops or any new shirts, you guys are going to get them like 2 weeks before everybody else. So make sure you join the coffee club right now. You got to do 3 bags. You choose 3. This took me forever. Okay. So I want everybody to go to the website right now and sign up for that as I continue on with what I was talking about before I interrupted myself. But join the coffee club. It's a great way to support us. Plus, you get some of the best darn coffee you've ever had. And all you coffee club guys, just everyone that joins, when we have a new roast, we're going to send out the little 2-ounce bags for you guys to try and review. So, you're gonna, I got big plans. So hopefully you guys all go and sign up for the coffee club. The best deal, obviously, it's a 22% discount off the price. And listen to this. And you also get free shipping on every order. And I would love if 10 of you sign up for the yearly plan today. And again, you could choose you have to choose 3 bags because otherwise I can't do the free shipping. There's just not enough profit in it. But yeah, someone said, so let's talk about Memphis, right? So Tyre Nichols was apparently, and not a lot of actual information about what happened has come out yet, but Tyre Nichols was driving a vehicle. I've seen unconfirmed reports that it's stolen. I have no idea, right? So this is what I know right now. Tyre Nichols was pulled over by police officers. He got out and he resisted arrest. Pepper spray was used. We learned that in the press conference today. And somehow, Tyre Nichols was able to get away from police. Okay, he fled on foot. He was captured by police. A struggle ensued, and he was brutally beaten. And that's where the injuries that eventually killed him, that's where the majority of the injuries were sustained after the second confrontation with the police department. We know that. Now, they hinted to some other stuff that transpired today as well. They hinted that the response time of the paramedics, that there was, or not the response time of the paramedics, although the media during the press conference, which we covered today, the media did say, or the journalists that were there were questioning whether or not they should charge the paramedics and saying, are you going to charge anybody else? And they're like, well, this is preliminary. We're still open to charge other people as well. So it seems like they may be trying to get charges on first responders. I don't know what the response time. I suppose we're going to see that tomorrow. And in fact, I know we're going to see that tomorrow because the Steve McVoy or whatever the hell his name is, the prosecutor, Scott whatever, Malloy, whatever his stupid name is, Democrat, by the way. George Soros funded Democrat. I mean, hell. I mean, you got to figure that, right? Anyway, he wasn't ready. He was getting handled just like Joe Biden does every day when he tries to hold a press conference. So this prosecutor wasn't allowed to say anything. Some lady named Erica, Johnson or Michaels or something like that. Erica, I know that was her first name. She was like, "Oh, we're only going to answer a couple of questions. We got to go." And even he was like, "I'm not allowed to answer anymore. I have to leave." It was really perplexing considering he's the top law enforcement official in that whole county, Memphis County, right? It was a little weird. But anyway, he did put something out that was, the reason why they charged all the officers with kidnapping is because the time it took when he sustained the critical injuries for them to, I suppose, call 911. Apparently some time elapsed between that time period. And in the words of the prosecutor, at some point, it stopped being an arrest and it started being an unlawful detainment. And that's why he charged him with kidnapping. But then they upped that charge to aggravated kidnapping because, well, they're police officers and they have guns. No joke. I heard that today and I was like, are you kidding? I don't know. I haven't seen any of the videos. I don't know how bad, brutalized they did this. Just like I said earlier, if this dude punched one of them in the face, then what do you do? What do you do? If this guy punched one of those officers in the face, then I would be so inclined that he needs to get his butt kicked. I'm a firm believer. Not killed, mind you, not killed at all. Not killed. And just like I said before, anybody that's ever been in a fight, anybody that's ever been, is good with their hands, anybody that's ever like pummeled someone's face and felt their bones of their face break under the force of your fist, you all know your level. You know when you're going too far, when you're hitting someone. You know when the person is done. And everybody that's ever fought, you know exactly what I'm saying. You know that moment. You know the moment when you hit someone and they're done fighting. You know that moment. And you don't sustain injuries like this unless, and again, there's a double standard. Someone said, is it ground or whole bean? You choose which one. All of our coffee now, you choose. You choose ground or whole bean on everything. And it's the same with the plan that's in the chat right there. See what I did there? Super slick. But yeah, you choose. You choose ground or whole bean right in the drop down. It's pretty amazing how it works. It's super easy. And there's really clear instructions. So check it out. Check it out. Anyway, but there's a couple of things that lead me to, because here's the thing. Like, I'm someone that's hit quite a few people in my days, right? I worked security and then I was just an angry drunk. So I've gotten in a lot of fights, right? And it's something that I don't really like, but you know what, someone said boxer fracture. Yeah, look, I have no knuckle there because I broke my hand so many times. But you know when you're done, right? And there's a lot that we could potentially see from this body camera footage. We could see that he strikes an officer, right? And so the officer loses his temper to try to, arrest him. But they've charged 5 officers with this. So this means 5 officers were pummeling someone. That alone, even if 2 people are pummeling one person, that's enough for me to say I want to kick the one of the 2 in the face, even if I'm not involved. I'm not a big fan of seeing people jumping other people, but that's how people fight now. I'd rather they fight like that than shoot each other, but whatever. It is what it is. Kids are kids, right? But there's a difference too. What if this guy? What if Tyre Nichols punched a cop, right? And then the cops punched him back, right? They caught him later and they punched him back to get him into custody, and he fell back and he hit his head face first right onto the pavement. Suffered massive damage to his face, which would account for, but it was only 1 strike, right? Just boom, like he punched a cop, he fought the cops, he got away, the cops tackled him hard, his head smashed against the pavement, broke up his whole face, and caused the damage, the level of damage that he had that's been pictured on the social media post when he was intubated in the hospital. Like, what if it was that simple? Would you still say that all these officers should be charged with attempted murder? Were they all brutally, and that's the thing, is there's so much, everybody's going out, and obviously the only people that have seen the video so far are the people that aren't saying anything, or they're law enforcement, like Ben Crump and the victim's family, Tyre Nichols' family. It's nobody else. Nobody else has seen this footage. Okay, so when Ben Crump comes out and says it's the worst footage he's ever seen, it's worse than Rodney King, blah, 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 all the same talking points that he makes, again, because it's Ben Crump, I take it with a grain of salt. I don't believe anything that fucking grifter says, literally at all. He is a liar, his cop brother raped somebody or, sexually assaulted some woman in a car, and it's disgusting that man pretends to hate cops when he literally defended his brother. It's disgusting. You know what I mean? And I encourage everybody, every single time that guy's on, you tell your friends. Everybody can Google it too. All you naysaying leftists that watch this channel get really pissed off. You all Google Ben Crump's brother. Look him up. Just search Ben Crump's brother, Tallahassee Police Department. And then you're going to be like, holy shit, Steve's right again. It's disgusting. And you have to look hard. I had the charging documents. They're somewhere saved on my computer because they tried to censor all that shit too, but I found them. I found them all online. They tried to redact everything because it's Ben Crump's brother. So they tried to redact, and I got it all. I got, the allegations of him pulling her over and getting her to follow him into a location to get out of getting a ticket. Yeah, fucking scummy. Scummy. And Ben Crump defended him. And then 2 years later, he's suing the Louisville Metro Police Department because some of their officers sexually assaulted someone. You hypocrite. Like, if you want to, and mind you should go after Louisville, and any of those officers that do that kind of stuff. You should also did that. You should have did the world a favor when you walked in that holding cell when your brother called you and said, hey, Ben, Ben, you got to come help me. I got caught fucking sexually assaulting some lady. Ben should have walked in and put a bullet in his brother's head. I mean, just to be honest, save the world, right? That's what I would have said. That's what should have really happened. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Nobody actually, people look beyond that. They're like, oh, it's not what he was, or, what he's done in the past. It's who he is now. Okay. That's like kind of, well, I'm not going there. There was a conversation we had at dinner about Hitler. Like, no joke. It was weird because apparently some other teachers somewhere, made some statements that my wife took offense to. And I don't agree with my wife much, but I agree with her take on these statements today. And it involved Hitler. It was weird. It was a weird conversation. And we're having it at dinner, and my son's like, who's Hitler? And we're like, not a good dude. Like, you're too young. We don't even want to get into that. But it's crazy, man. We just live in a crazy-ass time. We live in a crazy-ass time. And tomorrow it's likely going to blow up. And here's the thing is, like, all the videos, all the police interactions that have happened in the 2 years since the George Floyd riots and all that stuff, all of those police interactions are starting to come back. Like, there's the one where the guy, or I guess they just released the body cam footage of some incident in 2020 where a police officer was he was trapped inside of a car with a fleeing suspect, and he fires several times and kills the suspect, right? And everybody is like outraged, saying, that the law enforcement officer should be charged and all that stuff. And I'm like, what the guy's running from the cops. He's got a cop in the car who's repeatedly saying, stop, 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 stop. And the guy doesn't do anything. I'll tell you what, if I was that cop, I would have unloaded so much faster than he did. He said stop like 16 times before he finally started firing. No way. I would have been like, stop this car now. And while the car's not going fast, bada bing, bada bing. Because think about it, if he took like 50 seconds to get up there, a car goes 0 to 60. That one was probably an older Chevrolet, if I had to guess, right? Cavalier or some shit. So that car only probably went 0 to 60 in 10.2 seconds, right? So you're talking a big 30 seconds elapsed. That guy was probably going 90 miles an hour. What happens if he and here's the thing, that instance where the cop shot the guy when he was trapped in the car, that instance, what would the cop be held responsible if that guy deliberately drove his car into oncoming traffic and the cop didn't shoot him? Would we all be holding protests and all these leftist naysayers say, oh, look, police don't do anything? Is that what they would say? Yeah, we all know it is. Come on. Who are you kidding? We all know it is. But it's sad, man. It's sad. You know what else is sad? I was really hoping that one of you guys today were going to pick up our patriotic as F bundles. These things are sick. They come in a 50 caliber. I just made myself laugh. I see my face in the camera. Sorry, but these boxes are sick. But they come in a 50 caliber ammo can, a veteran, a book written by a veteran, a patriotic tumbler, a bag of coffee. Now that's changed. You could choose whatever flavor coffee we have listed on the site. Everything. Stickers, patches, tactical hats, shirts, hoodies, all of that in one sick-ass ammo can that I sent to you. Now, we have a special deal, okay, because we're trying to raise money to keep doing all the cool stuff that we're doing on the coffee side and expand out, open more free coffee shops. That's coming soon. So we have a special deal. April's going to put the link in the chat, but I'll show you right now because I'm hardcore like that. And then we'll get back into it. For all you naysayers that Steve's talking about sales again. Yeah, I've been live for 20 minutes. I'm going to do it probably every 10 minutes. I have to. I have no choice. We got to do it. This is our coffee club. If you haven't joined our coffee club already and picked one of these plans, preferably the yearly prepaid, you suck. Straight up, you suck. But our patriotic bundle, look at this shit. Oh, come on. Let me click on it. Look, patriotic bundle. See, I upgraded. Now it's different. You see it's different when you come in here. Now you choose t-shirt, hoodie, choose your size all the way up to 4X. You choose the type of roast of coffee you want. And then you go down here, you click the subscribe and save, and then it says yearly. You get the yearly one. I know it's rich, right? Costs a lot. You're getting 10 months, or actually you're getting 12 months of boxes for 10 months, for the price of 10 months. So you get the 11th and 12th box completely free. You get free shipping on every box. But here's the best part. You guys want to know a little secret? Let me tell you a little secret right now. All right? Let me tell you a little secret. If you really want to screw me over, because we're doing a lot of discounts lately, what you do is you go and buy this, right? So you buy this yearly discount. Tomorrow or the next day when I send you your 20% off, because I forgot, you get 20% off for life on every purchase from the store. And here's the thing, it can be combined with other discounts. Unlike most of the discounts we have on the site, if you are the one that possesses that special link, it's your own code, you get 20% off everything in the store. So then you can go and join our coffee club, get the 22% off for the yearly subscription, add your 20% discount to that son bitch, and then I don't make any money on the coffee club subscription, and you get lots of coffee for way cheaper than you're gonna get in a grocery store. Consider it a long-term investment because at that point you get 12-ounce bags for like $7 or something like that, which is less, or which is more, well, no, that's less than what I pay. You know, so I'm losing money. Like, if you want to say, like, all you haters in there, if you really want to get back at me for being a crazy conservative and all that stuff, go here, buy this box, get your code in the next day or two, go back, sign up for the yearly plan on our coffee club, and you'll be sticking it to the man. See what I did there? That's awesome, right? So get these fucking ammo cans. Like, seriously, who's going to do it right now? Who's going to make my fucking night? Excuse my language. Not excuse it. Who's going to do it? I'm going to put this link in here, and you guys are going to do it. And then we'll get back to talking about the chaos that's about to ensue in this country. Bam. There's the link in the chat. Let's do this, guys. Get in there. Get in there. Someone do it now. Make my day. Let's have 6 of you do it. I dare you. You won't do it. You can also break it up. You can also break these payments up, too. So you can use Shop Pay during your checkout. See, it says buy with Shop Pay down at the bottom. I moved my water bottle like that was blocking your view, but whatever. It says Shop Pay at the bottom. You could check there, bada bing, and you could break up the payments into 4 payments, I believe it allows you to do. But go, please, do that. All right, enough of this fucking infomercial. Let's go back and talk about it. So what do you think's going to transpire? Let's talk about it. What do you think's going to transpire? I even told my wife, I said, you know, don't wake me up in the morning because tonight's probably going to be a little bit later. But I also said tomorrow night it sucks because it's going to fuck up my Sunday, or my Saturday rather, because Saturday I'm going to have to do all the move because I'm moving all my computer. I may move all the computers and shit tomorrow. So there may be no show tomorrow during the day at all. There will be tomorrow night, but there may not be anything tomorrow during the day because I'm going to be packing up all the computers and audio equipment and bringing it all to the store. Because starting on Monday, our store is going to be open 5 or 6 days a week. 5 or 6. You know what I'm saying? 5 or 6. I feel like the White House lady, right? The sign language lady that's not actually doing sign language. You know, I don't know. I don't speak sign language. I don't sign, so I don't know. But I digress. What I was saying before I interrupted myself with that train of thought is tomorrow night we'll cover it old school, except it won't be old school now because I have
this voice. I didn't have this voice when we were covering the riots of 2020.
Can you imagine if I had that voice back then? Hells yeah. But we don't. And I'll be honest, I hope tomorrow's a damn bust. I hope nothing happens. I hope all these little scumbag, soul-sucking loser faces don't do shit. I hope they all just... And you know what? If you want to go march in the streets, man, and you're going to be peaceful and not break windows and all that, just don't chant all cops are bastards and all that same rhetoric because it's not true. It's not true. You know, the reason why I took it personally defensive before because I had family members that were cops. They've since left the force because of woke policies killed policing for them. So they don't work in law enforcement anymore. But I still have friends that work in law enforcement. I have for years. You know what I mean? So when they say that, I take it to it. And the fact that it's not true. Because here's the thing. Guys, let's be honest with you. If it wasn't cops that stormed the Atlanta forest, and it was conservatives, or it was right-wingers, or it was, Oath Keepers, or Proud Boys, or somebody else, all those little tree-hugging losers would have been calling 911 and complaining because police didn't arrive soon enough. We saw it all the time in Portland. Here's a good example. You guys may remember, anyone who's been watching for a real long time, you guys will remember this one, and this is going to blow your mind. Okay, trust me, your mind's going to go boom with this one. Remember we were watching when they're marching up and down the street and they're chanting all their stuff, Black Lives Matter, LBGTQ, trans lives, black, trans, indigenous lives matter. And just kept going on. All cops are bastards. F Portland Police Bureau. All the same stupid shit they chanted all the time. And they're walking down the road and then someone on a moped, one of their escort things, it crashed. Remember that? And the person got hurt and they called 911 and the 911 wouldn't come. The ambulance wouldn't come because it was all these anarchy scumbag soul-sucking shitheads. So they wouldn't come in. So the police had to come because the person was hurt, right? So the police come in there. And then when the police come in there, they attack the fucking police. They attacked the police. I talked to one of those police officers. I talked to someone that was connected to one of those police officers that day. The one that got the paint all down their side, the motor unit guy. Yeah, boy, they went there to help someone. And they got attacked by these scumbags. And yet, they called the police to come. You know, it's the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing. I hope that tomorrow, if any craziness does occur in the old city of Portland. Well, it's not Portland. Nothing's going to happen in Portland. Let's be honest. Didn't they just pass something now where the Portland police, like, or not Portland police, but the Portland City Hall can just got $660 million worth of $660,000 worth of security enhancements because they need extra security because the cities and the corrupt policies of that city are making it such a dangerous, shitty city to live in. Yeah, Ted Wheeler, you suck. You suck goat's nuts. Like, seriously. Goat's nuts, bruh. I hate Ted Wheeler. I don't even live in Portland. Yeah, like, you would all be saying, like, Steve, why do you hate Ted Wheeler so much? Because he's a shithead. Okay, he doesn't care about that city. And I'll never forget the day. I didn't see anything that justified this type of response when he was tear gassed by the state police, or when he was tear gassed by DHS, when he saw everyone throwing improvised explosive devices at the law enforcement officers behind the fence, and we all watched it live, and he all saw it, and he was surrounded by all these officers, and he didn't give them any gas masks. They didn't have any fancy goggles like Mr. fucking Wheeler did. They all had to take that tear gassing and the accosting from all these scumbag, soul-sucking loser crackhead babies. Yeah, I don't like them, bro. I don't like any of these people. And you know what? I'm not ready for riots. I don't want to be ready for riots. I don't want them. I want people to wake up. Maybe riots now will unify America. What do you think? Do you think they will? Because you can't really make the Black Lives argument against this because all the assailants in the Tyre Nichols case were black. Every single police officer that's been charged thus far was black. And you can't really make the Black Lives argument anymore anyway because the majority of the general public have warmed up to the idea that it's all a fucking game anyway, that they don't believe in Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter does not believe in Black Lives Matter. Remember when I did that TikTok debate when I fucking was doing the TikTok for a little bit until I realized that they're all leftist dumb shits on there? Remember? And I was arguing with people about what Black Lives Matter is. And I'm like, what about all the black kids that are killed every single day across America? And they're like, we're not talking about them. I'm like, what do you mean? Why aren't you talking about the innocent children? How come? Tell me why you're not talking about the innocent kids that are killed across cities every single day. And you're only talking about the select few, like less than 20 a year, that are killed by police officers when they're usually committing a crime. Almost always committing a crime. In some regard, whether it's a misdemeanor or not. And let's make them, I'm not saying that all cops are good, okay? I'm saying the majority are. You know? That would be like me saying, okay, well, not all white people are good. Because some go out and commit heinous crimes. See what I did? Because I just censored myself deliberately. I wanted to say, it's not like me saying all black people are good. You know what I mean? Or something like that. And I censored myself and changed it to white. So I wouldn't offend the lefty nutbags. But here's the truth. White people aren't going out, or white people are not responsible for 50% of the homicides in the United States. Let's be honest. A white man, me, myself, I don't have a 1 in 5 chance of getting shot by another white man. And those are facts that you get, like Facebook, YouTube, all that social media shit. You can't delete me for that because those are true and honest facts. Why don't we address those? Why don't those Black Lives Matter? Like, if you're going to talk about Black Lives Matter, hey, shit, I'll agree with you. Because they do. Just like white lives. Just like everybody else. But you know who comes before black lives, white lives, all that stuff? Kids. Kids' lives matter more than everybody. And then elderly lives matter more than everybody. And then, you know what? I'll show this. The biological women's lives matter more than everybody. Isn't it bad we got to say biological women now? We used to be able to say women, but what is a woman? You don't know anymore. You know, they changed the definition. You know, what is a female? I have no idea. A unicorn? A man dressed as a woman is now a woman? And you have to call her her? Otherwise, you can be banned? What about that teacher in Ireland? He refused to to call one of his students by the preferred pronouns, and they fired him. And then they charged him, and he was arrested. And then he got out, and then he tried to go back to school, and they arrested him again for going back to the school because he was fired. And he's like, yeah, I was never told I was fired. I was in jail. How was I supposed to know I was fired? And so then he got out again, and he went back, and he was arrested a third time. And I think he's still in jail now. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. This is the new America, man. This is what we get, bro. This is it. This is it. Innocent lives matter. Yep, that's true. We had shirts. We used to print out shirts that said kids' lives matter, right? We did that after Cannon Hinton and Sequoia Turner. Cannon Hinton was killed in the middle of the street, broad daylight, while he was riding his bike or playing with a skateboard or something. I don't remember. In North Carolina, right in the middle of the day. Dude walked up to him. Doesn't matter the guy's race. Walked up to this poor little kid and shot him right in the head. Broad daylight. 8 years old. Mainstream media was silent about it. And this was in the midst of the riots. Like, you would think everybody would flip out, right? You would think. There's this weird outrage. I watched this video before, which was disgusting, by the way, but it was an old video of some, it happened in August of 2020, I believe, where two teachers who were African-American preschool teachers witnessed a young white kid and a young black kid, both preschoolers, fighting over a toy, right? So the white kid took it from the black kid took it from the white kid, and the white kid got really pissed off, started screaming, and it looked like he bit the black kid, right? So, and then they broke up because the black kid slapped the white kid in the face, and then they're sitting there, and they're both crying because they're little kids, and that's what little kids do when they can't get their way, right? And so one of these teachers, these preschool nursery teachers, goes right up to the white kid, grabs him by the arm, picks him up in the air, and body slams him to the ground. Yep. A little kid. First thing I thought to myself is, if that was my kid, she would be dead. Like, I don't care. I would draw the line at that. I would draw the line. If I ever watched a video of someone else handling my child like that, we don't even spank our kids. If someone else spanks my kids, you're dead. You are dead. Like, straight up dead. Done. Off the earth. And probably your family, too. I'd probably go scorched earth. Every single person that you know and love would probably be gone if you harmed any of my kids. But people were making a good point. And saying, where's the outrage that this happened to a white child? And I'm like, where's the outrage that it happened at all? Like, forget about the white, the black, the blah, 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 but it does make a point. If that was a black kid where a white teacher threw him up in the air and flung him to the ground, it'd be all over fucking national news. You know it just as well as I do. It would be all over, but because it's a white kid, it's not newsworthy. Just today or yesterday, a teacher was arrested. No, I don't know the race of anybody. I don't know the race of the teacher, nor do I know the race of the student. But another teacher was arrested close to me, Prince William County, Virginia, or Maryland. I don't remember. Prince William County. Teacher was arrested because apparently she told a preschooler, she was a teacher assistant, by the way, preschool teacher assistant, that works for Prince County Public Schools, or did. Told this little kid to sit in a chair. Just like every other 5-year-old, he's like, fuck you, I'm not listening. No, he was like, fuck you, I don't have to listen.
I don't have to listen to you. You're not my mother.
And so he got up from his chair and he sat on the ground. So what the teacher do? Instead of being like, no, Ricky, that's not acceptable, she stomps on his fucking leg. Yeah, steps right on his leg. He ends up getting called. The parents come and take him home. Now, he doesn't really say anything. He's uninjured. He doesn't have any injuries. Yeah, I'm sure he tells his parents. But you know what the other teachers did? The good teachers, because we still have some good people in this world. You know what those good teachers did? They told the administration called the police, and they arrested that teacher. Her name is Shirley Lee. I posted it on my Twitter. Shirley Lee something. I can't switch this page because it's Project Veritas. But I put it on my page. Shirley, right here. I'll tell you. Because I got the staff directory. She's still listed on the staff directory for the school. Sharon Lee Bryan. Preschool teacher assistant. Staff member. Stomped on a little kid. There's no way in hell. No way in hell. But at least teachers are now standing up when they see something wrong. Right? More people got to do it. It's disgusting. Adam, can you believe something? I see Adam from Freedom Flashpoint, the one and the only, is in the chat. But you know what, Adam? Adam, have you seen this new bundle deal that we're doing? Like, check this shit out, bro. I'll tell you what. I got a deal for all of you, and I don't even know if Adam could do this, but I'm putting him on the spot real quick. Let's go. If I sell 2 of these yearly bundles right now, Adam will make his first live appearance in like, a year on this show. He'll call in right now. Otherwise, I'll just keep calling him. I'll wake up his kids and everything. I don't care. Let's see. 2 bundles. Adam comes on the show. Let's go. But yeah, who knows what's going to happen in this country, bro? Who really knows? Who knows? For a while I thought it was like fading away, right? And, did you guys hear that the police officer, I think it was in Ohio, the police officer that shot the kid that had the BB gun that was fleeing, the 14-year-old, and they rioted over that stuff, or they kept bringing it up during the riots, the George Floyd riots. I think it was in Indiana or Ohio or whatever. That police officer was not charged locally. They kept trying to bring charges, but he was not charged locally for that shooting. I think it happened at a mall. He was not charged for that shooting because they didn't find any wrongdoing. But of course, Merrick Garland's Department of Justice charged him for it. Yep, they charged him for it. But today, you know what happened? Americans stood up and they found him not guilty. Yeah, a federal jury found this officer not guilty of violating that kid's civil rights when he killed him. That's nice. At least there is some vindication of stuff. But man, it's crazy, man. Someone said, I know it's going to happen, another big shooting or something, and Biden will ban all guns. Nah, he can't ban guns. He can't unilaterally do it himself. So it's not even going to be a matter of that. You know what I am kind of interested in? To see how Biden's handling of the riots that may or may not happen tomorrow, to see what his statements will be. Because it's going to be interesting. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be interesting to see what transpires with this video and what kind of response it's going to have in the public. Is it going to be worse? Because here's the truth. You never know. Remember when we watched Rochester or Buffalo? No, it was in Pennsylvania, Allentown or something like that, Pennsylvania, where there's a police-involved shooting, where they walked up, maybe close to Philly, I think, where there's a police-involved shooting. The police walked up to the house because there's reports of a mental guy with a knife, right? And they knock on the door and they see the mental guy run down the stairs and he's got a big-ass butcher knife. And the cop's running backwards saying, please stop, drop the knife, before he shoots him, kills him. The body camera footage didn't come out right away, but you know what did happen right away? Riots. Yeah. They couldn't even wait to find out what happened. And we watched it live, right? And so when the body camera footage came out live, at that time I showed it right on YouTube. I was like, whatever. I tried to stop it before the shooting. But you could clearly see there was a big-ass knife in this dude's hand. It was clear as shit from the video. You didn't even need to freeze it. You knew he had a knife. You knew he had a big knife, and you knew he was charging at a police officer. In broad daylight. It wasn't like nighttime, right? Because the shooting happened during the day, and all the riots immediately followed. Same day. In whatever small town that was in Pennsylvania. Or I believe it was Pennsylvania. And then remember, we're all watching it. They're throwing rocks and ice chunks at all the police officers that are down by like the bullpen area of the police station. State police are coming in. They're all getting amped up. They're getting ready to riot. All the protesters getting ready to run around, do all stuff. They're yelling obscenities at the cops, and then they release the body camera footage. Same day. Because that's what everyone was cheering for. They're cheering for the body camera footage. Let's see the body camera footage. And we're watching this one streamer. He's super obnoxious, super lefty. But we were watching him because he had a clear freaking feed, clear as day. We're watching him, and we see him walk up to someone else. Because you saw the mood kind of change a little bit, right? Because then the people that, I'll say this, they don't care. But the people that cared about Black Lives, but also cared about law and order, they saw that video and they're like, oh shit, we're rioting for the wrong reason. We're going to leave now. And so they started disembarking. They're like, whoa, he was charging up with a knife. Like if that was your brother, that was a police officer, or your family member, your friend or whatever, you would expect him to shoot, right? And then most of these people are like, yeah, well, this fucking scumbag streamer that we're watching, remember? Who remembers what he said? Who remembers what he said? I'll tell you what he said. He said the cop shouldn't have shot him. When the police put on that badge, their job is to die for citizens. And so that cop should have willingly been stabbed to death by this man in order to save his life. And at that point, I said, fuck this, I'm getting in my car, I'm finding that guy, I'm beating the shit out of him. I was so mad. Like, how many remember? Liquidator remembers. He said he should have died. Yep. Remember that shit? And how just the sheer outrage that I had and that everybody had? We were all like, what? He believes the police officer should have allowed himself to be stabbed in order to save the guy that was stabbing him. And I'm like, what an awful human being. That's the mindset of some of these people, some of these protesters out there. They truly believe that. They truly believe that you should have the right to kill a police officer if you're in mental distress because, well, their lives aren't as important as yours and their family lives aren't important as yours. And that's why they yell all the same obscenities and do all that stuff. You know, it's so disgusting, dude. It's so disgusting. It's not even indoctrinated. Cool Guy 2023 on YouTube said it's because they're indoctrinated. They're not indoctrinated. They don't even believe this shit. I firmly believe they don't even believe this shit. They just do it. They just do it. They're opportunists. The people that are out here protesting, doing these riots, all these Antifa scumbags that are in Atlanta and Portland and Seattle, New York, wherever the fuck they are, they're all opportunists. They don't want to go out and have real jobs. They want to feel like they're fighting for something, but they don't want to actually fight and like join our military, right? They don't want to actually fight and like go to college, become a nurse or a doctor and save lives. No, they want to fight for something that holds no semblance of importance whatsoever. You know, fucking trees. And I know I'm not saying that trees and the nature isn't important. No, but you know what's more important? That sheriff's life. That state trooper's life that they tried to shoot. Well, they did shoot over trees. Over trees? Over a cop training facility? You shot a fucking sheriff? And what the craziest part is Corey Bush and the other fucking bonehead, Rashiba Tlaib, are all saying we need a thorough investigation into the shooting of an unarmed protester, even though we know that protester shot a cop. They're trying now to say that the police planted the gun that the guy that they killed bought 2 years ago, and that that they shot himself, because now we know that the bullet that entered that Georgia State Trooper came from the gun that was found right next to the shooter that was killed, and then that gun that was found right next to the shooter that was killed was purchased 2 years earlier legally by the shooter. We know those. There is the facts. But apparently it's supposed to be okay. You know what's not okay? Seriously, I'm going hard trying to get you guys to go and buy this bundle. Who's going to buy the yearly bundle? We need one more. We've had 3 people do it so far. Come on. Those 3 people, Shirley, Kathy, and I'll tell you who the last one is. I forgot. Shirley, Kathy, and... it's not the normal names. Like, there was a couple of people that I already thought it would be, but it's not the normal names. You got Pamela. Shirley, Kathy, and Pamela. And ironically, Shirley and Kathy, and well, probably Pamela too, but Shirley and Kathy have never missed anything. If I put out a new hoodie, they got it. You know what I mean? They're awesome. And Pamela is now, you guys are the creme de la creme of my viewers. You know? The creme de la creme. Sarah said, sorry, Steve, payday is tomorrow. Hey, tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow hits at midnight. That's when the paychecks hit, right? I don't know. Trailhead 464 said, did you get vests? No, I'm not getting vests. And I decided I'm not. Even though I used to like vests, I'm not going to do vests. Because I'll sell 2 of them, and it's not worth it for me. You know, just to be honest. So... are they related to me? What, Pamela, Kathy, or... No. No. I wish. Because then I'd be like, hey, become an investor. if they were family. But no. But yeah, payday's at midnight. You guys can finance this fucker too. I know it's expensive. It's $1,200. I know it's expensive. But then you get 10 months of the boxes, right? Free shipping, so you're saving, $10 or $12 per box for shipping anyway. Then you get the 11th and 12th box completely free. Plus you get a 20% discount. You could literally, go and use that discount up on coffee. Like how many people right here don't buy our coffee because it's specialty coffee, so it's more expensive than Folgers bullshit that you buy at a grocery store. Like, be honest. Type a 1 in the chat if specialty coffee like ours is just too damn expensive, right? And then look at how much you're paying at the store, because I know some people just can't afford a $15 bag of coffee. I know. I don't blame you. It's expensive. But here's something you guys can do that you may not know. When you sign up for our yearly plan, right? Our yearly coffee, the new coffee subscription we have. I know I'm all over the place here. But if you go, to our website and look, you'll see the coffee subscription right on the main, it's not on the main page, it's on the main menu. The coffee club. Go compare the prices of our coffee club when you're paying by the year. Go compare those prices to what you pay in the store. Because again, you're not going to get our coffee in the store because our coffee's too damn good. And we don't believe in letting it rot on shelves. The shit you buy in Folgers, or like my dad used to get, is the cans. That shit's been sitting for months, if not longer than that. Our coffee, when we ship it out, it's because we ground it that day. Our coffee is always roasted within a week or two prior to it. I short order. That's why we're always out of it, because I never want coffee sitting around. There's a difference, bud. There's a difference in our type of coffee. And that's why I would say, give it a shot. Sign up for our yearly plan with our coffee. For one, I know you're going to love the coffee. We've never issued a refund because our coffee is that good. We've issued refunds on like hoodies or something like that because people got the wrong size or something like that just because of my error. We've never issued, out of thousands of bags of coffee sold, we've never issued a refund on a bag of coffee because our coffee is better than everybody else's. That's why we pay some more. But if you get the yearly subscription, our coffee, instead of paying $15.99 for a 12-ounce bag, which is standard for specialty coffee, go look it up. Like the quartering, he charges $17.99. Black Rifle, $15.99 as well. Okay, and that's why the discounts are important, because the discounts lower that price. You know what I mean? And then and here's the truth, if you go and you buy just like I said, like if you're really one of those penny pinchers, right? You want to save, you like to splurge, you buy the boxes that we do, the patriotic boxes every month anyway. That's what you do all the time, right? You buy our patriotic boxes every month anyway. So that's an expense. Listen to this pitch, guys. You're going to be like, oh shit, here's the sales guy. Now I understand why he's a director of sales for a publicly traded 3PL. Okay, ready? Listen to this pitch, all right? For all you guys that buy a lot of coffee and you like coffee, you call yourself a connoisseur, right? All right, listen. This is what you do. I'll tell you how to maximize your savings. You go and you sign up on this link right here. This is our Patriotic as F bundle, right? This link is incredible. Listen to me, Linda. Not Linda. It's from that. Listen, Linda, with the little kid, yeah. All right, listen. The link that I just put in the chat, I'll do it again right there. Bam. The link that's in the chat. It's what you do. You go and click, you do your yearly subscription there, right? Within 24 hours, I send you an email that says, hey, here's your private code, because you can't share it. I'll track your IP. I won't track your IP, but if I see it's out of, if you're sending to if you're sharing the code, I'm going to be able to tell is what I'm telling you, because it's such a huge discount. You can't share the code. Anyway, but you get a permanent 20% discount on the store. This is what you do. Okay, then you use that 20% discount. You sign up for our yearly coffee delivery club thing, right? The yearly one. Because then you already have a 22% discount on a bag of coffee, right? But then you get a 20% discount on top of that. You'll have to call me, or I think, because I don't know if it'll let you use the code, but I'll do it for you on my end and then send you the invoice. At that point, you're getting our 12-ounce bags of coffee for the same exact price you're paying in the store for like a bag of whatever. Because what are you paying now? I don't even know. What is it, like $8? $8 for a 12-ounce bag of coffee in the store? Like, that's an honest question. I have no idea. Is it like $8 for a 12-ounce bag of coffee in store? Serious question right there. Because if it is, then you have no reason not to do what I just said, except for, it costs a total of like $1,600 to start, but then you're paid for the year, and you have a shit ton of coffee all the time. Hell, you could do it. Someone said $8, try $14. What? No, a 12-ounce bag of coffee in the store is $14.99. An 8-ounce bag is $11.99. What? Really? So why aren't all of you guys doing that? Sign up for a yearly plan. Sign up for the yearly bundle, right? The yearly Patriotic as F bundle. Well, you see, even if you're paying $14, sign up for our yearly coffee club plan as well, because it works out to be what, $12.49? Look, I'll show you. Holy shit! Is coffee in the fucking supermarket really that much? Am I not charging enough for my coffee? Is it really that much? I haven't bought coffee in a long time. Look, so watch. If I go to the coffee club, right? Scroll down, do yearly prepaid. Look at the price. $15.99, but watch, it changes. So you get a 3% discount, you go up to 22, boom. So you get 3 bags of coffee, even though it says 47 here, don't worry, that's not it. Because watch, you can do 3 and then you go 3 divided by 12 or multiplied by 12, watch. Once it goes into the cart, I'll show you. Oh, shit. Oh, it's going to show my information. I always run tests. Oh, I can't. So the total works out to $4.49. So then we'll do 3. All right. So 3 times 12 is 36. So then watch, clear. Fuck, where's the clear? And then so we'll do 449 divided by 36. So 1247. That would be your cost. Now, just so you guys could see the math of what I was doing before. Multiply that by, so 1247 by 0.20. So 249. So you'd end up paying what, $9 and change per bag of coffee for us. Like straight up. That's a deal. That's a deal. But even if you sign up for a yearly program right now and you do 3 bags or 4 bags, and you can pick whatever coffee, just like I said, with our coffee club, you can pick a change. And if you want to switch it any month, like for example, say you do a Wake Not Woke French vanilla and Italian roast, right? That's what's going to come every single month. But you can call, or we're actually going to send everyone an email. You'll have a special email to get right to April, who's going to handle the customer service. Newsflash, April, you're handling the customer service. And then April will be able to switch the order. So if on the second month you would like a Wake Not Woke, pardon my French, and Wake Up America, you could switch that way because you've already paid for them. So we just switch it so it works for you. But damn, I didn't know coffee was that expensive in the store. There's no reason for all of you guys not to be doing this right now. And especially if you combine it with what I said before. If you combine it, so if you do this bundle here, the Patriotic as F bundle, do the yearly one, you get that 20% discount as well after. So then you got bundles. And in fact, you're actually getting a bag more of coffee because there's bags of coffee in each bundle as well. You get even more. You see what I'm doing? It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. You want to save money? Biden's killing the economy. I have a way for you to save money. Straight up. Straight up right now, I got ways for you to save money. All right, anyway. Someone said, press 1 in the chat if you want a limited edition Scooter Steve sweatshirt or mug. We already had one of those mugs. We already did the Scooter Steve mugs. No more. They were limited edition. Someone said you'll stick with your instant coffee. Yeah. If you like shitty coffee, go for it. Like you haven't lived until you had yourself a good cup of coffee. And here's what you can do. Who said that? Ron Winarski. Come to our coffee shop, 121 North Main Street, Woodstock, Virginia. For one, you get to see me. I'm pretty incredible. We've got a free coffee shop. You can come try out all of our coffee for free. We give away the coffee every single day. Why? Because we know once you have it, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, this is the best coffee ever. Yes. That was a French thing, no? You know, what the French do, they go, mwah, it's the best coffee ever. Mwah. Like that. That's what I was trying to do. But yeah, someone said, do we have K-Cups? No, and we're not ever going to have K-Cups. You know why? Because one, I spent a lot of money on a K-Cup, packaging thing, and it didn't work, and I had to send it back and never really got my money back. So then I started individually packing K-Cups, and I packed about fucking 2,000 of those K-Cups in preparation because everyone said, oh, we'll buy them if you have K-Cups. And I hand-packed about 2,000 K-Cups. Nobody bought them. And so I just said, nope, we're not doing K-Cups anymore. And then I started looking into the K-Cup machines. How many of you guys know that, like, some serious mold grows in the back of those things. It's gross. Like, ew. But, yeah, Gem Jewel said you got the last of the K-Cups. So you got one of those big boxes, right? You got one of the big boxes full of K-Cups. They were good. I always put more coffee in those, too. If you like espresso, get the Italian roast, someone said. But someone said enough about topic. April, Clint Stoner on YouTube. Clint Stoner thinks he's a producer on the show, even though he's not, buying a box to support us. No, you don't have to get rid of him, April. I'm just being goofy. So what else? Steve is like a dealer. First taste is free. Yeah, where you at, Mindy? Where's your yearly subscription to the bundles, Mindy? Come on, Mindy. That was call out the longtime viewers. But, yeah, what else? What else is going on? Oh, you want to see this Project Veritas shit? How many of you guys watch this new video? Oh my gosh. I'm going to try to play it in its entirety because this thing is fucking nutty, right? This guy completely loses his shit. Okay? This guy completely loses his shit. Someone said April was on it. Oh, did you really get... Oh, you didn't ban him. Don't ban him. Clint's been watching for a long time. But just like everybody else, they get tired of me pitching coffee. Here's an idea, Clint. If you don't want me to pitch coffee as much... start buying these big ass bundles because then if I make, if I sell 6 or 7 of these, dude, I swear I'm good at doing, everything that I need and I don't have to push this as much. We are on a crowd. We are essentially trying to raise as much money as we can right now so we can do all of the other shit, which will get me on the road. It'll open up more coffee shops, do stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to do. And that's why it's so important for us to do these. Plus, you're getting a product. It's not me just saying, oh, sign up on GoFundMe or some shit. Nah, you're buying a product. You're getting something that's amazing that you're going to be able to look and it's going to be amazing. And that's it. All right. So anyway, yeah, Clint, you're good. I was just fucking around. I recognize your name. So does April. That's why she didn't ban you. She would have got you so freaking quick. April's like, I would have been like, and she would have been like, got it, Steve. She would have sent me a Slack. She's that quick. All right. Project Veritas. How many of you guys heard about all this stuff? Now, I watched the first Project Veritas dump that they did yesterday. I was like, fuck this. We already knew that Pfizer's doing anything. Anyone that knows anything about human genome sciences, you already know every single drug manufacturer is doing this, okay? This isn't even the bigger story. Project Veritas is for one, I don't like this type of journal. All right, let's get into this. Sit back, enjoy the show. I don't like this underhanded, like, oh, let's go meet a guy on Grindr and then go take him out to dinner, secretly film him. You know damn well all these Project Veritas, if you really want to look into some, it seems like I'm going to piss some of you guys off, but what's his name? Keith? Sounds like he's a little bit of a pimp, okay? Because you know how they keep stinging all these people is they get them to go on dates with them. So they either get like really attractive girls or they get gay dudes. And they go after all these employees at all these companies. Is he like a pimp? Is John, what's his name? John O'Keefe? Is he like a pimp? Is he pimping out these journalists? Should we call it Project Pimpatas? But think about it. That's the first thing I thought today. When the guy's like, I'm on a date, I felt sorry for him just for a second. Because I'm like, you know what? All of these ones are. They're all dates. It's fucking weird, bro. It's weird. So what is Project Veritas? What are all these journalists doing? Are they all sitting around on Grindr, doing all that? Like, and this guy went on the third date. Gay dudes. Like, I heard that gay dudes they don't miss a beat. Like, get right to it. So are you telling me that this journalist didn't do a little sucky in order to get the brief that he got? I don't know. Was he playing hard to get? I don't know. I don't know. It's fucking disturbing. But it makes you wonder, like, what are they actually doing? Is this Project Veritas or Project Pimpatas? All right? You know what I mean? Project, I don't know. It's disturbing. It's disturbing. But that's the one thing. Someone said he gets the job done. Otherwise, we wouldn't know what they're up to. Nothing came out here that we didn't already fucking know. Let's be honest with you. Let's be honest. And you don't have any proof either. He's a fucking consultant with Boston Consulting. He doesn't even work for fucking Pfizer. He's a consultant that's placed with Pfizer. You know, he could say he's a director at Pfizer, and he even says, I was lying about all of it. He kind of gives an out. He gives an out for Pfizer because they could say he is a consultant, but they've already proved he's a consultant. Takes one for the team. That's gross, Scooby. You're probably right, though. That's what the Project Veritas guy, he's like, I'll take him for the team. Oh my gosh. This is disturbing as shit. I don't know. I don't get it. That's the one aspect of this shit I don't like. I don't like this undercover journalism bullshit. You know, because didn't they do this in a school district or something in Jersey during the lockdowns where they went into a school and they walked in to, like, when they were trapping the lady to get her to say, or election thing, to get something and say something stupid, where they're like, someone just hit your car in the parking lot. Come into this dark parking lot where we can ambush you with cameras. I can be honest, no matter how awful a person is, if I saw someone doing that to a woman, trying to lure them into a dark parking lot, especially with all the underhanded shit they're doing, you know, surfing on Grindr and all that crap. And in all reality, Project Veritas, remember the story about Nexus Services with the fake BLM protests and all that? I spoke to the Project Veritas team because the people that were out there referred Project Veritas because they contacted Project Veritas. Project Veritas was like, how can we find out more about this? And they're like, oh, there's been a local journalist out here. You know, Steve is out here all the time. And they gave him my number. I spoke to one of the investigative reporters for Project Veritas, and they flat out told me they won't cover anything because I'm a journalist and I already covered it. They will not do it. They will not look into it. They will not spend any time doing any story that nobody else or that somebody else has touched, no matter how big of a story it is. And so at that point, I was like, this is bullshit. At that point, I was like, okay, this is bullshit. But, however, like, nothing that we learned here about gain of function or whatever research with Pfizer, every single one of these fucking companies doing it. Okay? And we all know it. It's been well known. Nothing he said about, oh, you know, government officials coming back and working for the drug manufacturer. No shit. That's why there's been, you know, attempts at lawmaking for years and years and years to specifically stop that. High-ranking military from going into DOD contractors, high-ranking drug, you know, the FDA. Literally, they have movies. Wasn't there just a big movie that I watched? What movie was that? Oh, God. It was a good movie, too. It was Designated Survivor. Wasn't it Designated Survivor when the chief of staff, his wife is addicted to opioids, and then he goes to the FDA to find out about this opioid addiction drug that's more addictive than the other opioid, and then the FDA director's like, we can't talk about this, we're breaching, you know, some government stuff, and then it turns out that FDA guy was actually getting paid by the drug manufacturer, and that the previous FDA director actually went and worked for I mean, this shit's been good. They've been making movies about the shit that's already been talked about in here for a long time. All right. So, I mean, that's why nothing is new. You know what I mean? But it's entertainment. This is entertainment. This was like an episode of Jerry Springer. You guys want to watch this? I'll probably get copywritten, but whatever. Check the shit out.
Hey there. Is this seat taken? You work for Pfizer. My question for you is, why does Pfizer want to hide from the public
He stands right up. He's like,
the fact that they're mutating the COVID viruses?
Is this real life? I'm literally a liar. I was trying to impress a person on a date by lying. This is absurd.
Please don't touch me. Well, this is not. By the way,
Why are you doing
don't
this?
tell anybody.
To someone who's just working at a company to literally help the public. You f***ed up. You really did. Please bring the cops as soon as possible. I'm really very unsafe.
Can you please unlock your door?
No, don't let them leave.
Please unlock the door.
What is going on
us our
here?
stuff. Please unlock the door. Please unlock the door. Unlock the door. We're trying to unlock the door. Unlock the door.
That journalist was like, fuck around and find out, bro. But yeah, so this is like this, like, that's the best thing. He does talk, like, everyone's gonna feel a little bit sorry for him just for a second, right? During this, at least I did. I felt a little sorry because he seemed like he was just like, he was trying to get some ass, bro. That's what he was trying to do, some dude ass. Some dude ass. From a hooker journalist. Let's be honest. I mean, listen, would you consider it a hooker journalist? Well, is it a little bit of a hooker journalist? Let's be honest. Like, who agrees that a journalist that's going undercover to get a gay dude to go on dates with him so he could spill the beans, that's getting paid for it, would you consider that to be a little bit of a hooker journalist? I would consider that to be a little bit of a slutosaurus. In my opinion, okay? Because again, this is Project Pimpatos. Okay, it's not Project Veritas, it's Project Pimpatos. And John O'Keefe is a pimp. P-I-M-P. Allegedly. I should say allegedly, because he is very litigious. I'm an escort journalist. Okay, there you go. Escort journalist. Part of journalism is how you use it. Yeah, they say that about the male member too. This isn't a part of journalism. Nothing Project Veritas does is journalism. Let's be honest with you. I don't think it's journalism. Are they doing something that's great? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, they're doing something that's great, and they're doing something that needs to be done, unfortunately, because we don't have any honest people in the world, you know? But I don't want to call this journalists. Miss Gina with the which one is it? This one? Nope. There, Miss Gina. She said, entrapment at best with fuzzy handcuffs. Oh! Got him. Good journalism get the job done in more ways than one. Oh! I got to turn that up so it's louder. Oh! Someone said, just came in and thought I saw Tucker Carlson. Oh, is that a joke too? I don't even know what that is. Someone said, but the pharma dude was scared to death of what recording goes out to the public. Yeah, I mean, he was. You'll hear, and I'm going to show it, and I'm just going to interrupt every now and then and remind all of you guys that if you haven't gone over to puretruthcoffee.com and purchased either, and here's two things. One, do our coffee club. Become a coffee club member. Choose the yearly one. You're going to save your bags of coffee, average around $12 plus free shipping. It's cheaper than you're going to get in the store. Plus, you're supporting us. You could choose whatever coffee you want. You could change them. You could pause them. If you're going on a vacation, you could pause it. You could have a double delivery and skip the next month. We'll do whatever we can to accommodate you. But go right now. April just put the link in the chat. Become a club member. It's exclusive. It's an exclusive club. Okay? Coffee club. Choose the yearly one. It's got the best deal, to be honest. 22% off a bag of coffee. Works out to apparently the same amount that you pay in the grocery stores. That's news to me.
I do not want the public to know that you guys are doing directed evolution.
Bro, what is going on here? I kept it like an interview. I don't know, it's kept freaking me out. I mean, these like flashbacks to that like sting organization of like those conservative people who like randomly go into organizations and then like befriend people who work in these organizations and then report them, which happened to people at Pfizer. So it's like freaks me out when people start asking a lot of questions about work systems.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Bro, why would we back on this company?
Because I just want to know the answer.
I don't know you're recording me. Oh my god, Jason, that'd be horrible. You better not be recording me or something.
Hey there. Is this seat taken?
What?
Hi. You work for Pfizer. My question for you is, why does Pfizer want to hide from the public the fact that they're mutating the COVID viruses?
Is this real life? What is happening here?
Why?
What is going on here? This is absurd.
Why does Pfizer want to hide from the public that they're mutating the COVID virus?
Oh my god.
You're on.
We've got a couple of dingers in here. All right. Who was that? Sarah, you fucking dirty girl. She said it sounds like that journalist is blowing his cover. That was funny. I had to interrupt that just to that. There was another one too that was pretty funny. I don't know where it went though. Where'd the other joke go? It was a good one too. I forgot what it was. But I don't think it was like getting slimy or just creeped me out. Never mind. I don't even want to read it. But Sarah's joke was funny. That was funny.
Video. You're on video. Mutating the COVID virus.
Here. I need to call the police right now. This is.
And I know this is my restaurant. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on either. This is ridiculous.
So you're on video. I'm a journalist.
Bro, first of all, I'm literally a liar.
He's on video.
Whoa.
You're saying we're exploring how the
Hey,
virus keeps mutating.
Yes,
One of the things
I'm
we're
in a
exploring
restaurant
is
right now, and these people brought cameras out.
why don't we mutate the virus?
What's happening? But I really need the cops here right.
I feel bad for the restaurant owner because, and here's the thing too, that a lot of people are kind of like saying, well, this is kind of fucked up because the restaurant owner asked him several times to get out of there and he didn't leave. And then finally he asked one of his people, and his people's like, yeah, she's asked us numerous times to leave. We should leave. But then they go and lock him in the store. Well, shit. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
please do call the police. Please do call the police. Please do.
You can't do this here, guys.
Okay.
You have to leave. No, you can't do this here.
You're going to call the police. He's going to call the police for asking him a question. Please do call the police. Please do. He's on tape here talking about mutating the COVID virus. Can I talk to you outside about this?
Absolutely not. You cannot use my likeness on this. What is your name? Because you fucked up. You really did. I'm about to sue you. This is absurd.
Please
you
do.
have someone mock me as if they're going on a date to record me. You don't even know my position at this. I was trying to impress a person on a date by lying. I was literally trying.
Okay.
I'm not even a scientist by background. You know
What
that I
is your
came from a
position?
consulting firm
right.
that does business.
And
This
please-
is
please-
absurd.
please don't touch me.
This is absurd.
So-
Please call the cops here.
Please do call the cops. Please do. Why would you call the cops if you have nothing to...
It's so sad, dude. I feel bad for the guy too. Like, do any of you guys feel bad for him, just even a little bit? Because, yeah, ew, April just said the joke again. Someone on YouTube wrote that day could have ended up in a sticky situation. That was a comment. Gross. But it's bad, bro. It's this. I kind of feel bad for the guy, just a little bit. You know what I mean? Because it seems like he was in love with this journalist, this hooker journalist, this slutty journalist. He was in love. Like, look how devastated he is. He's like, I thought I was getting something tonight. I just bought this shit. I was dealing with all his stupid ass questions. You know, this man was let down. He wasn't even worried about James O'Keefe getting in there. He was worried that he wasn't getting in there. You know what I'm saying? Ew, that's fucking gross.
Die.
I just gross myself out.
So he's obviously having one of the most outrageous reactions I've ever seen in the history of Project Veritas.
He wanted
He's
that
threatened to
dick.
call the police. Okay. He grabbed the microphone.
He was like.
The question is, why is he calling the police?
I'm cracking myself up.
Please stop.
What?
Can I pay their bill? Can I get a check for their bill, please?
No, do not give me a check. No, don't let them leave. Because I want the cops to know this.
Do you want to put me in jail for asking you a question?
Yes, sir.
What is the intention of calling the police?
They have no one's injured right now. We have several witnesses.
Can I talk to you, please, about this video?
Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Did you hear the owner, that lady there? She's like, is this real? Like, what is going on? So all you guys are like, no, you don't feel bad. Someone said, nah, he messed with the bull. He got the wrong end. Yeah, he probably likes to mess with the bulls. The balls. He probably likes to mess with the balls. Even though you said bull. It was funny to say balls. Whatever. I'm cracking myself up
Why
tonight.
would you bring
This is like a
race
night
into
crew
this?
episode.
Please bring the cops as soon as possible. I'm really very unsafe.
We have you on tape talking about mutating the COVID virus.
No one mutates.
Hold on. You know, Clint just made a really good point. He's dick appointed.
A COVID virus.
Show you the
These are insane people.
May I show you the video?
No, I want to call the police. Please don't let them leave.
Do we have to leave? Okay.
Sorry, I asked a question.
No, you cannot just leave.
Are you? Do you want me?
Wait. I'm not even going to repeat that. I don't know if that's true.
Do you, can I ask you about this video, please?
You can tell them about how I
Please.
was lying to impress
Here,
a date.
just was it true what you
What
said?
is this? No. I literally was on a third date with a guy, and like normal men, you lie to impress a date.
Mutate?
Wait, he said, dude, I told you. He said, I was literally on a date with a normal man and you lied to get me on tape. Or he lied to get him on tape or something. Oh boy.
Viruses? Do you not work for Pfizer?
This guy, I thought he was a dick.
Sir, do you not work for Pfizer? Do you work
I
for...
was a contractor. What?
He's mad because just like God Rides a Harley said, he was looking for that under the table transaction. Oh, we got the jokes all day here.
Do you currently work for Pfizer, yes or no? Do you currently work for Pfizer, yes or no?
What are you talking about here? Please, I want the cops to be here.
So you...
This is fucking gross. He's gonna pack his shit and leave. That wasn't even the one I was gonna read. It just popped up in front of my. Yeah, that's what he said. Oh God, I'm cracking myself up. He's pissed because I got the raw footage.
You don't work for Pfizer.
You can't do this to people. This is absurd.
He doesn't want me to leave, ma'am. He wants the cops here, but he doesn't want me to leave. So I'm in a little bit of a predicament because she's asking me to leave, but he doesn't want me to leave. So what should we do?
Okay, so these people have just, I was on a date.
You're on a video here.
These people literally left
Look,
out of nowhere.
Pfizer is mutating the virus.
This is absurd.
Look at this
no,
video.
I literally said that is, what are you talking about?
Well, this is, by the way,
Why are you doing
don't
this
tell
to
anybody.
someone who's just working at a company to literally help the public?
Why do you want to hide it from the
I don't know
public?
who you people are, and I can't believe I'm going to trust someone.
Why do you want to hide it from the public?
See, I kind of feel bad for me. He's like, how am I going to trust anyone after this? I don't know, bro. You're probably never going to. Get off those dating sites. You know? I mean, how many Project Veritas journalists, like, like, how many Project Veritas? I wonder if companies around the United States right now are saying, guys, all to, you know, company-wide emails saying you guys are not allowed to do any dating online. Because it's probably Project Veritas hooker journalist. So God, it's disturbing. And it's hard to believe, but this video gets even better.
If you suspect that mutating COVID virus, is this the way the virus started in Wuhan?
Oops, I pressed it to it. This isn't the exposure he was looking for.
Why do you think it's okay for Pfizer to do that?
Oh shit, this is hard-hitting journalism.
He's filming the restaurant owner right now. He's filming her. I don't know why he's filming her. Would you like me to leave? Because he won't. He's asking me not to leave, and he's consenting to my presence. Ma'am, are we allowed to just stay and ask a few questions? It's pretty remarkable that they call the police on us every time we show up and ask questions. Every time. You say Pfizer is planning on doing research in the future, then claim that there's an ongoing research about that, and that there better not be any more outbreaks. Which is it? Are these experiments happening or not? Calling the police.
We can do it right up front.
Okay.
No, do not leave. Do not leave. Please don't let them leave.
What's that? They locked us in.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. Do you want us to leave or not?
Ma'am, you locked the door.
Ma'am?
Ma'am, we're trying to leave, but you locked us in here.
Call our attorney.
Can you please unlock your door? Let us out.
No, I don't know what's going on. I don't let anyone leave it before I know what's going on. What are you trying to kill me?
Can you please unlock your door?
No, don't let them leave.
Can you unlock the door?
I say, no, don't let them out. Don't let them out.
See, that part really like doesn't make any sense. You could tell he's like freaking out because he thinks they're gonna get arrested or something, and then he's gonna be saved. Because he said, "Don't leave them out. Don't let them out. I feel unsafe." Well, if you felt unsafe, wouldn't you want them to leave? Someone says, "How does Project Veritas hire people? Are you willing to whore yourself out for a story?" I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think it's a little confusing. You know, the whole way Project Veritas does this, but whatever. Holding people against their will, yeah. Anwar Khan said he'll be given a stiff talking to. Probably not, actually. You're probably wrong. I wish I could take back the, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, you're probably not. How can I not see the ramifications of this Project Veritas shit? Because what did they say that we don't already know? If you know anything about human genome sciences, if you know anything about what these drug manufacturers are studying, did you go to school for microbiology? I started. That's what I first started going to college for, was microbiology. My mother's a fucking scientist. Okay? Yeah.
Could you please
I know all about this shit. I don't even want to. It's fucking disturbing. That's why I knew all about the mRNA and the adjuvants that are used to boost the mRNA vaccines, and that's why I've been talking about it forever. I already knew all this shit.
Just leave, ma'am. We'd like to leave. We'd like to leave. Please unlock the door.
See, now they're worried because they know what they're doing.
Stop.
Away from me.
Please unlock the door.
What is going on here?
Please unlock the door.
And I think this guy right here, I think he is the gay dude that they were trying to, or maybe he's not gay. Maybe he was pretending to be gay. Igor with a $50 super chat. Yeah. Oh, he said the jokes are killing me. Thank you, bro. Thank you for that. But I think this guy, I wish I had that thing so I could do like an instant replay over and over and over. Because him like falling during this, it cracks me up.
Please unlock.
Like, I don't know how he fell. And if that is the dude that this Pfizer dude was trying to get it? Then like, what's he must like senior citizens. You know, that's kind of creepy.
The door.
I'm only assuming that guy fell based on the fact that his fall would look exactly like a senior citizen falling, right? Like they're reaching for the sugar on the counter and then they're like, oh shit, my hair.
Please unlock the door. Please unlock the door. Unlock the door. Unlock the door.
And then this part is fucking legendary. This cameraman with his non-dominant hand, he posted it on social media. That's funny.
Unlock the door. Unlock the door. Unlock the door. This is remarkable here. Thank you. Thank you. They're trying to unlock the door. Unlock the door. Unlock the door.
He's like, enough of this shit.
Like that. It is not. Stop. Let go of me. Now you're hurting me. What is going on here? You cannot just record people like that.
Come on.
It's not okay.
Come on.
It's not okay.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. We're in New York City. This is remarkable.
Just pulling that girl
what
away
you just
too.
Witnessed here.
Why is he just pulling her away and not anybody else? You saw the old dude that fell over before. He was all having a heart-to-heart with him at that point. He's like, why are you doing this to me?
In the restaurant. Come on, guys. Where's the car? Where's the vehicle?
Keep walking.
Come on. This is insane. You just witnessed one of the most remarkable interactions ever. Do we have the iPad? So we're getting into the vehicle now. Where's our car?
See, and this is something like, it almost makes me think that he knows he's like being fucking shady or something. You know, or maybe it's because his cameraman just pushed him over, and so now he's trying to get out of there because he's worried that his cameraman's gonna go to jail or something, or get a, you know. There's, I'll be honest, there's a great likelihood that could occur, right? Because it's New York City, all right. Project Veritas is a conservative news outlet. Conservatives, New York City. Cameraman works for a conservative news outlet that pushed a guy that they're running an op on, right? You know, he could be like, he assaulted me. And they're like, did he push him? Yes. You know, bum, he goes to jail. So maybe I just gave Chief O'Keefe the benefit of the doubt there. You know, do you think their cameramen also have to sign waivers saying they may have to take it in the paper? Like, I don't know. I'm still really concerned with the fact that so many of these journalists are journalists. So many of these investigative reporters are doing the behind the scenes shit. They're like, what are they doing behind the scenes? That's not now I'm glad Project Veritas edits their videos. Can you imagine if they didn't edit it and we had to watch like the late night fest? You know what I'm saying? That wasn't even the right button. I meant to do Nope. That the late night fest, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean that's something that nobody wants to see. You know what I'm saying? You know? Someone said it's not your butt, why worry? Ew, that's gross.
Stop! Stop! That's not them! Stop! Look! Can't stand right there! No! Stop!
What's he think?
He's charging the guy, charging.
You can't make an arrest at this point if you don't have the victim right here.
Okay. If he was here, you'd arrest that guy?
If he was here, yes.
Oh, then we could just walk away then. Not worry about it.
If that's what you guys want to do, then yes.
Wait, did they just out that cop's name too? Or is that what they just did? No, they didn't.
If that's what you guys want to do, then yes.
Okay.
If he was here, yes.
Oh, then we could just walk away then.
No, that's the guy. That's the guy. Okay, so that's why. I thought they just like put the cop's name out there.
If that's what you guys want to do, then yes.
But crazy stuff. Someone said, imagine being the guy in the SUV that he was trying to stop. Yeah. I mean, that was... I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy what people got to do out there. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But I also think it's weird that Project Veritas has to hook out their journalists. I hope they pay them well. You know? I mean, I don't even really want to think about that. There's a couple of big fires, man. There's a big fire in North London in the historic St. Mark's Church in St. John's Wood. That church is on fire. There's also a fire, I believe, in the Bronx or Brooklyn. That's pretty rough. That was a 4-alarm fire that was out there, and firefighters were still doing interior firefighting at that point. But, yeah. What else is going on? Oh, yeah. You guys want to see it?
Staying on that roof for too much longer. In fact, don't know, Mark. That's a great...
Is this it? Or this is a Los Angeles fire, too? Wow. Look at this. Let me get this fucking copywritten today, whatever.
That's a great observation. I don't see them staying on that roof for too much longer.
Hell
in fact,
no.
it's probably seconds before they order some of these firefighters off the roof of that building.
Yeah, clearly the roof, it's on fire there, too.
And it looks like
Yes.
a commercial building, but
have
Chris,
been
I
on
don't
the
know if
roof.
you have the answer to this. It does look like it could be an apartment building, the way the windows are
Holy fuck,
over
bro.
to the right. If you look at the building, and there are doors. Do we have any information?
And see, you have lieutenants and captains up there. They should be pulling these fucking firefighters off.
Look at this inferno, guys. This fire is burning right into the
There,
direction
now they called them off. They should have did that
firefighters.
before.
Literally right in their face. I don't know, Mark.
They shouldn't have been fighting. No, they should have been called off that fucking roof, dude. That whole roof could cave in. That happened to me. The whole fucking roof was on fire. Well, it didn't happen to me. It happened to other firefighters, and my lieutenant and I went into the fire to pull him out because he fucking fell because the rafter hit him in the fucking head. But he was a fat, lazy slob of a firefighter too. I could say that. Doesn't matter. But yeah, we went, they were inside, and it was like a ranch-style home, and the fucking fire was fully engulfed in the attic, and you could see it because it already went through the roof, but they were trying to do shit from the interior. I don't even know what the fuck. I wasn't an interior firefighter. I was up on the platforms. But we saw the roof cave in because I was all the way at the top of the 100-foot stick. We saw the roof cave in. And so we were still, it was a platform. I wasn't on, that was just a regular ladder. We didn't have that. So, if you look at this one, what we had was like a giant box on the front of it, right? So we had a giant box, and you could control the nozzle from the ground or up on top. And so I was at the top, and my lieutenant was already coming down. Well, actually, I think he was on the bottom. And then he got on the radio and said, come down, because the fire was, going up pretty crazy. And so I started coming down because we could still control the spray from up top. And then we came down. Mayday was called inside. And the Mayday was called inside the fire, or inside the house, because the fat ass slob of a firefighter fell down. And the lieutenant that actually had command, because it wasn't my lieutenant, the lieutenant, because he outranked my lieutenant, so he had scene command. He wouldn't let anybody go in. And we're like, what the fuck? Because at that point, the roof came in and, fire came everywhere. And, so my lieutenant said, fuck it, let's go. And so we went inside, and I literally picked up that fat slob and threw him through a window. Like, seriously, I was so pissed. Because when I walk in, he was like, granted, I'm strong, but he had like a roof joist or floor joist, whatever you want to call them. He had it. It was like broken, and it was kind of on his back. But you could tell, like when I picked it up, I don't even think I picked it up. I think I kicked it off him because I was pissed. And he was like getting up, but not like rolling or, not rolling his pack out. So he was like kind of stuck under it, but he could have fucking got out, and then, so I grabbed him by his pack and I literally threw him through a fucking window. And then we went out and my lieutenant or the lieutenant was yelling at the other lieutenant and the other lieutenant's yelling at him and I'm yelling. And then I looked at my lieutenant. I thought he was going to hit him, so I hit the lieutenant. And I got suspended for 2.5 weeks. So, but whatever. So that's a whole nother story. And needless to say, I wasn't a firefighter much long after that. And I think that was the only time I actually went interior in a fire, was to pull some fat slob of a firefighter out. Isn't that fucking sad? But yeah, someone said, you didn't know a captain that would allow an EMT into a fire area. I was a firefighter. Shithead. I wasn't just an EMT, but that's funny though. And plus, we didn't have there wasn't a captain there. It was lieutenants. They were both lieutenants. We didn't even have a captain on the scene. But yeah, it was stupid. But yeah, I think because it was like that was probably a month after we lost the baby. On when I was working, we lost a toddler. And then, someone said, your dad was LAFD for 33 years and I'm not a shithead. Okay. I'm not saying you're a shithead. I'm basically saying you were, I don't even know if you're talking about me. I thought you were assuming that I was just an EMT. I wasn't. I was a firefighter. Because EMTs don't make any money. The only way you make any money is being a firefighter, which is funny because I was afraid of heights and I was afraid of fire. But that's the only thing that's the only way we can make money doing it. Anyway, someone said, I only came here because of the title, but it's obviously clickbait and immature BS. Oh, so you missed the whole beginning of the show where I talked about what's going on in Georgia and I talked about what's going on in DC and all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. In Memphis. Yeah. So that was in the beginning of the show. But who was that? Black Wool. But yeah, I have been live for an hour and 40 minutes. So we typically don't talk about the same thing over and over. We kind of run through it. It's a show. So we run through about all different talking points during the show. And you're on YouTube, Black Wool. So what you can do is you can go all the way back to the beginning of the show and watch what you wanted to hear, and then you can fuck off. All right? Good. But yeah, someone said, not bad having EMT training being a private security guard. Yeah. No, I didn't do anything. Not EMT wise. Not when I was working security. I was a bouncer. I wasn't really security. I was a bouncer. There's a difference. But yeah. Yep. And then I think after that fire, we had probably 2 or 3 other fires, but I was just up. I was up on top. And then the New Year's Eve fire was my last fire. It was my last day as a firefighter. I quit. Quit my shift. Quit mid-shift. Just fucking left. As soon as the fire was over. Just fucking left. I remember standing all the way up top, and we're spraying water on this fucking warehouse, and the flames are I can't explain how it happened, but the flames were taking all the heat away. It was like 14 below zero. Flames are taking all the heat away from me, but all the water and the spray back was all just coming back on me. So I was literally one giant fucking icicle, 100 fucking feet up in the air, just spraying water at this fucking fire. And I realized I'm not doing it anymore because I was starting to be afraid of medical calls because I didn't want anyone else to die. To be honest. So that was it. And then I was done, and then I did the bouncing thing, and that was and then I went back to the freight industry, and I was doing the freight stuff during the day, the Freight Broker Live stuff during the day. That's when I launched Freight Broker Live, actually. And then, now I'm here. And I almost went back when we lived in Florida because I kept my EMT certs good the whole time. Actually, when we moved to Florida, I was in paramedic school. I was taking it online through a PERCOM. I was in a paramedic program through PERCOM, which is out of Texas, but they allow you to do It's online, but you do your clinicals proctored, or you do your testing is all proctored and you do your clinicals. I would have had to go to Georgia to do my clinicals because they didn't do it in Virginia or in Florida. But then I decided I'm not doing any anymore. You know, I'm not doing it anymore. But because I didn't want people to die. Like, do you know what I mean? Old people dying, like that happens. Like when my first EMT job was with an AMR affiliate, right? So we did all these interfacility transfers, and we had contracts with nursing homes, and they would call us to pick it up when someone went into cardiac arrest and they didn't want to do CPR. Like, I swear. So many times we got called and we would respond, lights and sirens going to a nursing home to transport them to the hospital. And then we'd always end up having to do CPR. And most of the time they would die before. You know, there's one person we couldn't find their DNR and their O2 levels, like anyone that works in nursing and doctoring, whatever, this guy's O2 level was in the 50s, like straight up in the 50s. You know, he was losing, his LOC was shit. Like he was going, you know, but he wasn't, we had oxygen, we had all this stuff, but yeah, I remember my partner was in the back. I was driving the ambulance. We called for a medic to meet us en route. And then the medic literally just gave us an escort all the way to the hospital because we didn't know, the hospital thought they had a DNR, but they couldn't find it. So we got him into the hospital. That's when he coded and that was it. But 18 patients. I've done CPR on 18 people. 18 people. Guess how many survived? Guess how many survived out of 18 times of doing CPR? Let's guess. Guess. I want to hear your guesses. 18 people. Deborah got it. 0. Nobody ever survived. 18 people died, right? And ironically, and someone said, "Have you ever broken ribs?" Every time I've done CPR, you feel the ribs break under you, even on the kids. But it's yeah. But there's other things. Narcan. I've Narcan people. And that brings them back, which is pretty cool. I Narcaned a little girl that overdosed on her parents' shit. And then I Narcaned another little girl, that was like a preteen that overdosed on her own shit. Disgusting, bro. It's disgusting. But yeah, I'm not doing that shit anymore. But yeah, it's crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. It was a whole different, and it was such a short part of my life. Like, I've literally done everything longer than that. It was a whim. I was drinking around Christmas, and I think I said it to my brothers or something like that. I said, I've always wanted to be a firefighter, or I've always wanted to be an EMT, I think is what I said. And they said, so why don't you do it? And then the next day I was signed up for an EMT program that started in 2 weeks. No joke. That's how it happened. I paid for it. And then I did my clinicals, like the clinical rotation that you do with the EMTs, which is like 3 days or something like that. I did it with Manchester Fire, and it was the fucking coolest thing. At that point, I'd never been in an ambulance. I was always a patient. And it was just seeing them, because there was a woman that I forgot what was wrong with her. She was like severely dehydrated. So she was in like a state of shock because the electrolytes, I don't know what it's like electrolyte shock or something like that. I forgot what it's called, right? But the medic that we were with, he knew what it was, right? But it was so weird because they tense up. So like straight up, it's like, and she was skinny anyway. And when we first got there, you smell, oh God, it's been a long time. I don't remember what it's called. But it smells like they're drinking alcohol, but they're not. It's just because their sugar's all fucked up. But her muscle, like they couldn't even get an IV. They couldn't get an IV in her arm because she was just completely all like flexed up and seized up and in pain. That's how dehydrated she was, whatever it is. because she wasn't, she like was dehydrated, but then she did something like drank a fucking wine, or she drank a Gatorade or something without like, I forgot what she did. She did something, but it sucked, you know, potassium deficient, something like that. It was something like that. I don't know, but we got her to the hospital. The medic, once he figured it out, just how he handled it. And I called my wife right after that first call, and I said, I was meant to do this. She's like, great, honey. I'm like, okay, bye. Like, she didn't care. And then, And then when I did the test, did my clinicals, passed all that stuff. I was eligible for license. I passed the national certification. I got my license in New Hampshire. I got my license in Massachusetts because Massachusetts paid like $2 an hour more, right? So I got my license in Massachusetts and immediately got a job. But I got a job like an hour and a half away because that's the only place where they were paying like, and I think I was getting like $16 an hour, no joke, like $16 an hour as an EMT. And yeah, we just pretty much with my partner there, we just did bariatric patients because I was a big, strong guy and she was a big, strong lady. And so we did bariatric patients, and then I got hired on with the fire department, and then I was also a call firefighter for our local town, but I only responded to medical stuff. But yeah. And then I worked for a little bit for an ambulance service that covered Vermont, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire, right on the border there. They were a good company. They did a lot of event shit, though, and I always got assigned to those, and I hated that. But yeah. Fun stuff. EMTs do get paid shit, which is bullshit. Even medics don't really get paid that well. The only way you can make a living as an EMT is if one, you're like an advanced EMT, and I don't even know what states have advanced EMTs. Advanced EMTs are like a level, they're above. They can administer some drugs and do IVs and start IVs and blood, some stuff like that. But they're below a paramedic, so they can't. I don't think they could do any well, maybe they could do some narcotics. Just to a certain level. I don't know what the level is because I wasn't in an advanced EMT. And then like Massachusetts has paramedic assistants, which are less than an EMT or less than a EMT, but there's more. Like they could help intubate and stuff like that, right? Which I couldn't do as an EMT. I could just like literally hand a paramedic, the shit for it. Or I could do NPAs or OPAs, but I couldn't do anything else. That's all. Ketoacidosis. There you go. Ketoacidosis was a voice. Yes, that was a voice. Or the smell that we were all smelling. Displaced Viking said, I was a medic in the Navy corpsman in Italy. I did CPR on a 90-year-old man. My neighbor broke every rib. It's called crushing the wicker basket. That's bad. Still not worse than kid calls. Yeah. I don't think I've ever broken every rib, but you feel them. You feel them. I mean, if you, that's how you know you're doing CPR right. That's what our instructor told us. But I've anytime I've ever done CPR, either one, I've broken the ribs, or I took over for other CPR, or I took over for others that were doing CPR, and then you already feel like the crepitus and stuff. You already feel it's broken. That's how you're doing it. That's how you do it. But only money for EMTs is flight EMTs or a ton of extra shifts. Yeah, and that's one of the things that I do, or that I tried to do. I tried to apply to be a flight medic with Dartmouth, or a flight EMT, like a flight well, they want medics, but I was going to go to medic school anyway. But I applied to be like an EMT on a helicopter, except I was too heavy. You got to be 250 pounds. And I think when I was on the fire department, I think I was around 270, 280, right around then. I was big, but I wasn't as close to as big as I am now. Do the ribs damage the organs? No. Or no, I think it was 250 as a weight limit. No, because really you're not breaking the ribs, you're breaking the sternum. You know what I mean? So when you're doing CPR, that's what you're breaking, is the sternum. I don't think I've actually broken any ribs. I think I've broken the ribs off of the sternum. So that's it. You know what I mean? Because you're doing CPR here in the center. You're not doing it in the ribs. You know what I mean? So I think that's what breaks. But you feel it. Like you feel the ribs move around if you're doing CPR the right way. But Mike said they can in extreme circumstances. But yeah, someone said first responders should be paid more than pro athletes. That would change things. Yeah. I don't know about that. I mean, they should be paid more. It's one of the most crucial jobs, you know. Someone said dislocating the ribs from the sternum, older people break. Yeah. I mean, to me, it kind of all feels the same. Someone said, damn, I was making a joke, but yeah, you're a heifer. I'm a heifer. I'm 304 pounds. I'm a competitive powerlifter. I can lift a house. Okay. Not really a house. I'm at like a 640 deadlift, you know, right now, which is not as good, but someone said, I thought the ribs may break. No, that's why your rib cage is built that way. Like if you hit a steering, like a steering column, it's gonna like separate. Someone said it, the typhoid process. But what else? What else? I'm a little disappointed. I thought one person today was gonna buy one of the big bundles, one of the big bundles. But there's the link. I put the link, but then April just put the link to join the coffee club right at the same time. But yeah, if you can, I would really appreciate you guys joining our coffee club. It's brand new today. We already have some members. Congratulations to all of you guys who joined. You could do monthly deliveries. You could do a 6-month prepayment, or you could do a year, and the discounts get better the longer they are. The year has got the best. It's a 22% discount. And apparently that means our coffee is actually going to be cheaper than what you get in the stores, plus free shipping. So that's a great deal. But here is Alexander G. said, big bundle what? Oh, I'll tell you. Right. Oh, shit. Did I just do it? Oh. So here's the bundle. It's in the link. I'll show you what we're doing. So I own a coffee company. It's a way we're able to afford doing the shows and everything. We have a free coffee shop in Woodstock, Virginia. But one of the things that we do in order to pay for all the stuff we do is we have our coffee site, which is puretruthcoffee.com. And then you have our patriotic as F ammo can bundles. So what these are is I'm a conservative, not a Republican. Keep that in mind. But I'm definitely a conservative. And what we do every month is we put together some of the best patriotic items, from coffee, from T-shirts, from whatever, books written by veterans, coffee tumblers, coffee mugs, whatever, patches, stickers, tactical hats, T-shirts, hoodies, and we put them all together in a bundle. And then those bundles go out in a 50 caliber surplus ammo can every single month. Now, typically they're $125, but we have a deal going because we're trying to raise money so we can open more stores and do more things. That deal is a subscribe and save deal. So essentially what you're doing is you're getting a year's worth of bundles, one delivered to you every month for the price of 10. In addition to that, you get free shipping on every bundle. So you're saving about $380 as a total. Plus, then we also give you a 20% discount off of all future orders for anything in our store for life, in perpetuity. So what I was telling people, if you really like really good coffee, this is a way you can get really good coffee for a long time for cheap, because what you do is you buy this bundle, right? And then you get the 20% discount code that we give you, and then you sign up for a coffee club member for a year, because then your coffee price per 12-ounce bag is going to be right around $9.50 or even less. I don't know what the total is, but it's under $10 and it's shipped for free. So we actually probably will lose money at that point, but it's worth it because you guys are supporting the show. So what I would love to have anybody do that's not suffering because of Biden's ill policy making, which is killing our economy, would be to go and buy one of those things, because that would be awesome for me. Someone said screw coffee, Wu-Tang Brown. Okay, you moron. Coffee is a necessity for everybody. But I would appreciate everybody that can to go buy that bundle. If you like this show, I mean, you may not. Obviously, some people don't. You know what I mean? And I know people don't like the ad, like me talking about the ads or doing all this stuff, talking about the coffee side and all that. But unfortunately, we have to, because we don't get monetized on YouTube. We don't get a lot of super chats because we try to tell people not to. I would much rather, if you send a $50 super chat, I'd rather you just go buy 2 bags of coffee for $30, keep the extra $20, because I'm just about getting the same amount as I would if you gave $50 to YouTube, to be completely honest with you. So I'd rather just everybody buy our products instead of doing YouTube super chats and all that. It's just an easier way to support it. Plus, you're getting something. You know, our coffee club is amazing. It's brand new. Today is the day that we launched it, and we're quickly getting more and more members. So please, all you guys, do that. Hopefully tomorrow we don't have any riots, but I do think we're gonna have some, and we'll have to wait and see. But I hope not. But we'll be here. Friday's going to be a night crew edition. So if you thought I was a little wound and goofy today, wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow's going to be even wilder and goofier because it's a night crew, a night crew thing. Hold on. I just got message that I have a Slack about something. What? Today you did? Or you sent someone else a Slack? You didn't send me a Slack. Unless this isn't updating. Oh, no, it's frozen. Hold on. Just had to make sure it wasn't showing my Slack on the screen. Someone said, your daughter says I swear too much. Yeah, I do. I don't like swearing as much as I do, but I do. Someone said Atlanta is simmering. Someone said, put a choice option for the whole bean in the bundles. Sarah, I thought I did that. Oh, it wouldn't let me. But Sarah, that's fine. You choose. I'll remember your name because we don't have a lot of these bundles so far. So you choose whichever one, and I'll put whole bean in. So if you choose the Awake Not Woke or the Pardon My French, I will put whole bean in all of your orders. That's fine. I can easily do that. And again, everybody that signs up for either our coffee club or the Patriotic as F bundles, the ammo can bundles, you guys will all get to, what was I going to say? You'll have an email. So anybody that's on one of our subscription plans, we're going to have a subscriptions email, which is specific to you guys. So if you want to change up, like if you're on a yearly plan, you want to change your coffee selections for 1 month, you'll email us. We'll reply within 2 days confirming it. Same with the bundles. Say you do a t-shirt bundle, right? But next, say February's cold, so you want a hoodie instead of a t-shirt. Then you just send us an email, we'll sub it out. Or if you do a hoodie bundle and you want t-shirts instead, same thing. Or if you want to switch up your coffee and all that. Matt said, how much is the coffee club? We have 3 different ones. Here, I'll show you guys again. Fucking infomercials, right? Fucking infomercials, right? So I'll show you. So, because it's brand new. So our coffee club right here. Exclusive product drops and giveaways. So that's essentially what it is. From now on, one of the things I realized that was hurting us is I just kept putting new t-shirts up all the time, right? I got to build the hype behind it. And so every month we're going to put 1 or 2 t-shirts up. We'll remove 1 or 2 of the t-shirts that aren't selling as much. And we'll just keep doing it that way every month. But all of the subscribers will get, or all of our club members or the Patriotic Box members will get first dibs on those, and they'll know what the t-shirts are the month in advance because we'll give them out earlier for them and the ability for them to order. But our monthly plan has a 10% discount, so it's $15.99 per bag. You got to order 3 bags to be on the subscription plan. With the 10% discount, it's automatically in the cart. 6-month prepaid has a 15% discount, again 3-bag minimum. And you could order up to 20 bags. Not to say that someone's going to order 20 bags a month, but you could if you wanted to. And then our yearly has a whopping 22% discount. All of our subscription plans have free shipping. So no matter what, it's cheaper than going and buying our coffee. Like for example, if you know you're going to drink 3 bags of Awake Not Woke every month, you might as well sign up for the club bundle on the monthly plan because you can cancel whenever you want. And it's going to be cheaper than it would be if you ordered 3 bags directly through the site, even though we do have the subscribe and save, but that's got a smaller discount than this one. So it's that's how you do it. But I encourage everybody to get the Patriotic as F bundle, because if you're smart, you can get the Patriotic as F ammo can bundle. You get that bundle first, and then you wait, you get your 20% off code, and then sign up for your yearly prepaid bundle, because then instead of getting a 22% discount, you're getting a 42% discount. And you're literally, our coffee will be cheaper than coffee you can buy in a grocery store. So, and it's a great deal with it. So, but yeah, that's brand new. I mean, I worked all day putting these bundles together. Literally, it took me forever, the whole day. And I broke for about 43 minutes with a phone call with Bruce, and then I drove home and had dinner with my family, and then came right back. And that's it. Asking for a friend, do your t-shirts have tags, and do they run true to size? Most of the t-shirts have tearaway. Someone said put whole bean in that. Which bundle did you buy? I don't see. You didn't buy the big bundle. Oh, you bought you bought the one-time bundle. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I thought you meant you were buying one of the big, the yearly bundles. I thought that's what you were buying. But yeah, Sarah, I got you. April, can you send me a Slack? Well, actually, you already did. I'll make a note tomorrow to switch it to whole beans. You're good. But yeah. Moose, do not use the lifetime plan. Because you'll screw up my whole accounting. Don't do that. Like, literally, I'll just send you one. Don't do that, because then you'll screw up my whole plan. Like, yeah, anyone that has like a vested interest or the special codes, do not, and you know who you are. There's only 4 plus April, or I got to send it to April. Do not use those gift card codes that I'm sending you, please, on any of these subscription plans, because you'll fuck up our whole back end accounting. So please don't do that. But just order them one by one. That's the easiest way to do it. But yeah. What else? Anything else going on? I mean, no live on patrol is today. It's already 11 o'clock, so it's pretty late. How many of you guys? We have 40 members on our right here. We've got 40 members. This is the customer or my facing side on our Ration American Locals. So you guys can go and become members. You'll see the link here. That is just a monthly supporter. April has been writing at least one long form article every single day. Once I get all set up in the new place, I'll be doing that as well, and getting that all set up as well. So, and writing more over there in an effort to, kind of keep up with current events and not just rant all the time on live streams. But I mean, it's still pretty good. I've been trying to wind down the show for a while. Like, a lot of times I was critiquing myself because I'm ending my live streams with like 900 people, 1,000 people watching, so I'm trying to get people to go over, sign up for the bundles. Can I say that like 17 more times? Sign up for the bundles, sign up for the bundles. Yearly bundles are the best, because that's what we're trying to do. Moose is on a roll today, saying Nightbot is rude. We should hey, April, can we make a Nightbot so anytime Moose says something, we say that Moose is rude, and just have it automatic from the Nightbot? I bet we could. Let's just fuck with him that way. That would be funny. Am I still in Virginia? Yeah, we bought a house. We're going to be here forever. As much as I don't want to, because the property tax sucks. The personal property tax, like on vehicles and stuff, it sucks. Anyway, guys, if you want to buy the bundle, you can do so via the link in your chat. I will be live. No, I'm probably not going to be live during the day, because I'm going to move most of my most of the computers and the sound and the lighting. I'm going to move it to the store. Tomorrow night, I will be live from the store, because the internet's on in the place now, and we will cover whatever happens tomorrow. It's going to be crazy. But buy our patriotic as F bundles if you care about me, please, because I need to sell as many as I can. And Moose said, come on, Stevie. Yeah, see, you say Stevie, and it makes me want to ban you from the chat. Like, to be honest. Like, don't call me Stevie, bro. But, yeah. Icerink just got here, and he's asking, saying, what are you selling? What's going to be crazy tomorrow? Who knows? Hopefully nothing's going to be crazy. But I will see. Oh, did April do it with Moose? No, I didn't see a Nightbot. Look, she did it. Hey, Nightbot, Moose P is rude as fuck. Really? Does it work? Oh, shit. Look, I just typed in the chat. Moose, you only see it. Oh, you guys, everyone sees it everywhere. That's pretty cool. Is it going to work? How come it's not working? Or can you only do it? How come I can't do it? The bullshit. I own this fucking channel. And I can't even control it? This is horse shit. Did I do it wrong? What do you do? Capital M? Is that what I did? It just works in this chat. Oh, so because I'm typing it through the app, it's not working? Oh, no, it works when I do it right there. Or Wind Dancer did it. I did it, or someone else did it. Now everyone's going to do it. Oh, we should do that for the trolls. April, you got to do that. We got to do that for the trolls. Oh, let's just make a troll alert. Let's make a troll alert. April, do one of those for trolls and be like, there are trolls in this chat. And so then when trolls come in here, we can add their name to it, and we could say so and so is a troll. I like this idea. We can make the fun chat. Let's have some fun with the chat tomorrow, guys. I'm gonna go home for the night. I appreciate all of you guys watching. I appreciate everybody that's currently on our website checking out. And if you don't know, there's a link. You're all gonna go there and check out right after I end this live stream. Right? I'm gonna see 400 people on that website. Right? You guys all have the link in the chat. There is no reason to not go and purchase one of our coffee club memberships or go over to the Patriotic as F bundle, which is the link I just put in the chat again. Sign up for the yearly. We also have 6 months as well. 6 month bundle. You get a 10% lifetime coupon as well for getting that bundle. You get one month free plus free shipping on all the Patriotic as F bundles, and it's half as much as the year. And it's just another great way to support us. Check it out. Anyway, guys, I will see you all tomorrow night, probably around 8 or 9 o'clock. We will cover what, unless shit pops off earlier, we'll cover whatever happens. Plus, we'll cover same thing we do every Friday nights, live on patrol, music, fun, just having fun, hanging out all together. So make sure you subscribe if you're just tuning in, and we will see you